Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So today we are going to finish with the chapter. The last part is left. So did you understand resistance in series and resistance in parallel? The most important questions from this chapter is Ohm's law, derive an expression for resistivity. Okay, these are the most important questions. Then distinguish between conductors and insulators. Then resistance in series, derive an expression for resistances in parallel and their characteristics, or distinguish between resistance in series and resistances in parallel. Okay, these are the most important questions which are not there in the exercise. Okay, the exercise questions we will be discussing it today. Those questions are also important. Before that, page number 43, domestic electrical connections. There is a box, domestic electrical connections. We know that the wires which come to our homes, it is coming through an underground cable or the wires. Okay, those wires are basically consisting of, cables are consisting of three wires basically. One is a live wire, another is a neutral wire, and a third one is an earthing wire. Okay, live wire, neutral wire, and an earthing wire. That is explained in that paragraph. Usually there are three wires in the cable. One is called the live wire, which brings the current. It has a red or brown insulation. The other wire is called the neutral wire, through which the current returns. The current comes through the live wire and goes back through the neutral wire. What is the color of the neutral wire? It is blue or black. In India, the voltage difference between live wire and neutral wire is 220 volts. You may mark till there. These are all important. It could be asked as a fill in the blank or multiple choice question. Now, both these wires are connected to the electric meter through a fuse. What is meant by a fuse? That is discussed in the next box. Before that, we will complete this box. Through a main switch, they are all connected to all the conducting wires inside the home so as to provide electricity to every room. In each separate circuit, various electrical appliances are connected between the live and neutral wires. The different appliances are connected in parallel. You may underline, in our homes the different appliances are connected in parallel and the potential difference across each of the appliance is the same. We have studied in the characteristics of parallel connection that when resistors are connected in parallel, the potential difference is the same but the current is different. The third wire is called the earth wire and is yellow or green color. This is connected to a metal plate deep underground near the house and is for safety purposes. So there are three wires: live wire, neutral wire, and earthing wire. The current comes through the live wire, goes through the neutral wire. The color of live wire is red or brown. The current of neutral wire is blue or black, and the color of earthing wire is yellow or green. What is the potential difference across live wire and neutral wire? It is 220 volts. Okay, that is an important question. What is the potential difference between the live wire and neutral wire? It is 220 volts. Now we will see the next box, fuse wire. What is the purpose of fuse wire? It is to protect the domestic appliances. The fuse wire is basically made up of a wire which is having a low melting point. So if an excess amount of current flows through the fuse wire, it will melt and switch off, and the circuit will be cut off. So what will happen? The excess current won't flow through the appliance and the appliance won't get damaged. Okay, fuse udala mantat. That means the fuse is off, cut off. The fuse is melting, means the circuit is cut off and the appliance is protected from getting damaged. Okay, so we will see It is made up of a mixture of substances and has a specific melting point. It is connected in series to the electric appliances. If for some reason the current in the circuit increases excessively, the fuse wire gets heated up and it melts. You may mark that. That is the answer for several questions why a fuse is used. If for some reason the current in the circuit increases excessively, the fuse wire gets heated up and it melts. The circuit gets broken and the flow of current stops, thus protecting the appliance. Till there you have to write what is the function of a fuse wire. This wire is fitted in a groove in a body of porcelain-like non-conducting material. For domestic use, fuse wires with upper limits 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 4 ampere, 5 ampere and 10 ampere are used. So fuse wires are of different values which are used according to the current which have to flow through the appliance. Okay, now the next is precautions to be taken while using electricity. Electric switches and sockets should be fitted at a height so that small children won't put nails or fingers into the holes of the plug. Okay, sockets. Pull a plug. Plug wires should not be pulled. Okay, so people have the habit of pulling the wire, not touching the plug but pulling the wire. So that has to be prevented. Next, before cleaning an electrical appliance, it should be switched off and the plug should be removed. One's hand should be dry. Okay, and as far as possible you may wear rubber soled shoes. Why? Because rubber is an insulator, so it will prevent the current flowing through your body to the earth. Next, if a person gets an electric shock, you should not touch that person. You have to first switch off the main switch or try to push the person away with the help of a wooden rod or any wooden object. Okay, so that is what is there in the last part of the chapter. Now we may move on to the exercise, page number 44. I will just discuss the exercise because the exercise questions are very important. The accompanying figure shows some electrical appliances connected in a circuit in a house. Answer the following questions. By which method are the appliances connected? They are connected in parallel. What must be the potential difference across individual resistances? It is 220 volts. Will the current passing through each appliance be the same? No. Why? Because they are connected in parallel. Why are the domestic appliances connected in this way? So that the potential difference remains the same. All the appliances get the same potential difference. If the TV stops working, will the other appliance stop working? No. Why? Because they are connected in parallel. Okay. Now the next question. The following figure shows the symbols for components used in the accompanying electrical circuit. Place them at proper places and complete the circuit. Okay, I have given the diagram. It is there in the notes also. You may complete the diagram in your notebooks. Umesh has two bulbs having resistances 15 and 30 ohms. He wants to connect them in a circuit, but if we connect them one at a time, the filament gets burnt. If you are connecting one at a time, it is getting burnt means the resistance is more. Okay, as the resistance is more, as the current is more. If you have to decrease the current flowing, you may connect them in series. Okay, now if you have to decrease the resistance, you may connect them in parallel. So according to school, they give you different answers. So you may write the answers according to what your school teacher gives. Okay, but my answer, it is given in the notes. It is connected in parallel. What are the characteristics? The characteristics are they given on page number 42. If the number of resistors are connected in parallel, that you have to write. Next, C. What will be the effective resistance in the above circuit? So if you are connecting them in parallel, what will be the effective resistance? What is the equation? It is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. That means 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 30. So here 30 is the LCM. I had shown you how to calculate the LCM. 30 is the LCM. 15, how much are 30? 15 2s are 30. 30, how much are 30? 30 1s are 30. So it will become 2 plus 1, that is 3 upon 30, which is equal to 1 upon Rp. Therefore, Rp upon 1 will be equal to 30 upon 3, that will be equal to 10 ohms. Okay, this is the answer. If your answer is in in series, then you will have to add 15 and 30. It will become 45 ohms. So, the following table shows current in amperes and potential difference in volts. I have calculated the resistance in each and every case. In the first case, they have got the potential difference 4 and I as 9. If you calculate R, how will you calculate R? It is V upon I. That means here you have to calculate 4 upon 9. Here you have to calculate 5 upon 11.25. And here you have to calculate 6 upon 13.5. In all these cases, you will get the value 0.44 ohms each. Okay, first you have to calculate that, then solve the following questions. Find the average resistance. What will be the average resistance? 0.44 plus 0.44 plus 0.44 upon 3. That will be 0.44. So what will be the average resistance? It will be 0.44. Next, what will be the nature of the graph? The graph is always a straight line. The graph of V and I is a straight line. Which law will the graph prove? It is Ohm's law. Next is match the pairs. Free electrons, it is weakly attached. Current, it is V upon R. Resistivity, it is VA upon Li. Resistance is in series, increases the resistance in the circuit. Now how the resistivity is VA upon Li? You know that rho is equal to RA upon L. Okay, RA upon L. So the equation we know V is equal to IR. So what will be R? R is equal to V upon I. So instead of R, I will write this V upon I. So V upon I into A upon L. That means VA upon Li. That is how they got that VA upon Li. Okay. And the last one is resistances in series. That is to increase the resistance in the circuit. Okay. Now the next question. The resistance of a conductor of length X is R. Okay. So they have given the length, the sixth question. Length is equal to X. Resistance, they have given it as R, and area, they have given it as A. What you have to find out? You have to find out the resistivity. Resistivity rho is equal to RA upon L. What is R? R is small r. What is A? A is small a. And what is L? L is X. So what is the answer? The answer is RA upon X. What is its unit? The unit of resistivity is ohm meter. So the unit will be ohm meter. Okay. Now the next question. Resistances R1, R2, R3 and R4 are connected as shown in the figure. S1 and S2 are two keys. Discuss the current flowing in the circuit in the following cases. Okay, so you may see the diagram. S1 is one key, S2 is another key. The first condition, both S1 and S2 are closed. If S1 is closed, the current will flow through R2 because that will be complete. If S2 is closed, the current will flow through FG, it won't flow through HI. So, if both S1 and S2 are closed, the current will flow through R1, R2 and R3, but it will not flow through R4. Okay. Now both S1 and S2 are open. If S1 is open, the current will not flow through R2. And if S2 is open, the current will not flow through FG, but it will go to HI. So in that case, the R1, the current will pass through R1, R3 and R4. It will not pass through R2. Next is S1 is closed but S2 is open. If S2 is open means the current will go through HI, that means R4. And S1 is closed, that means it will go through R2. That means the current will flow through R1, R2, R3 and R4. This is an important question which is asked. Next, three resistances X1, X2 and X3 are connected in a circuit. Okay. Now, from the options given below, you have to tell whether the connection is in series or in parallel. The first option is current I flows through X1, X2 and X3. So the current flowing through X1, X2, X3 is the same. That means they are connected in series. Okay. Next, X is larger than X1, X2 or X3. Okay. In case of series connection, RS is greater than R1, R2 or R3. Okay. The same case here also. So as the X is larger than X1, X2, X3, they are connected in series. X is smaller than X1, X2 and X3. That means they are connected in parallel. The potential difference across X1, X2 and X3 is the same. When we connect in parallel, the potential difference is the same. So here in this case, X1, X2, X3 are connected in parallel. X is equal to X1 plus X2 plus X3. We know the equation RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. The same equation they have given, so they are connected in series. Next, X is equal to 1 upon X1 plus 1 upon X2 plus 1 upon X3. They have taken the inverse. Okay, as there it is in inverse, they are connected in parallel. Okay. Now we may move on to the next question, that is solve the following problems. You may copy this. Now the first question in question number 9, solve the following problems. The resistance of 1 meter long nichrome wire is 6 ohms. If we reduce the length of the wire to 70 centimeter, what will be the resistance? Okay, so there is a 1 meter long wire. The resistance of 1 meter long wire is 6 ohms. Now we are cutting the wire. We are reducing the size, okay, the length. The length is made up to 0.7 meter, sorry, 70 centimeter. Okay, it is cut to 70 centimeter. So as we have to convert it into meter, we have converted it as 0.7 meter. Now the question is what will be its resistance. So we know that rho is equal to RA upon L. We know the equation, rho is equal to RA upon L. So R is equal to rho L upon A. Here rho, the material is the same, so rho will remain the same. The wire is also the same, so area will remain the same. Okay, only what is changing? The length is changing. We are cutting the wire, so the length is changing. So there are two lengths, L1 and L2, and there are two resistances, R1 and R2. So R1 is equal to rho into L1 upon A, R2 is equal to rho into L2 upon A. So dividing 1 upon 2, dividing the two equations, dividing 1 by 2, we will get R1 upon R2 into rho L1 upon A upon rho L2 upon A. A and A will get cancelled, rho and rho will get cancelled. So the equation will become R1 upon R2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Okay, now we will substitute what has been given. R1 is given as 6, R2 you have to find out. Okay, what about L1? L1 is 1, and what about L2? L2 is 0.7. Okay, therefore R2 will be equal to, by cross multiplying, okay, by cross multiplying R2 into 1, okay, that is same as R2. So R2 will be equal to 6 into 0.7, that is equal to 4.2 ohms. Okay, so this much you may copy. Now the next question, when two resistors are connected in series, their effective resistance is 80 ohms. When they are connected in parallel, their effective resistance is 20 ohms. What are the values of the two resistances? You have to find out two resistances, the value of two resistances. So here they have given there are two resistors. When they are connected in series, you get it as 80 ohms. When you are connecting it in parallel, you get it as 20 ohms. Okay, so RS is equal to 80 means R1 plus R2 is equal to 80. Okay, R1 plus R2 is equal to 80, and this is RP is equal to 20. Okay, now here I will how to solve it. Okay, the solution I am showing it with the equation 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Okay, that is same as 1 upon Rp is equal to, what will be the LCM? Here we are doing it with cross multiplication. Do you remember this cross multiplication method? So this will be R1 into R2. R2 into 1 will be R2 and R1 into 1 will be R1. So we will get the equation 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon Rp is equal to R2 plus R1. Okay, it is R1, R2 plus R1 upon R1, R2. Okay, and how much is R2 plus R1? R2 plus R1 is 80. How much is Rp? Rp is 20. So we will get 1 upon 20 is equal to 80 upon R1, R2. Okay, that means if we cross multiply, okay, cross multiply, you will get it as R1, R2 is equal to 80 into 20, that is equal to 1600. Okay, it will be 1600. Now, if R1 plus R2 is equal to 80, R2 will be equal to 80 minus R1. Do you get it? If R1 plus R2 is equal to 80, R2 will be equal to 80 minus R1. This is a derivation, how to solve. Okay, so instead of R2, I am going to put 80 minus R1. So the equation becomes R1 into 80 minus R1 is equal to 1600. Okay, now opening the brackets, 80 R1 minus R1 square is equal to 1600. Okay, now rearranging this, I'll get it as minus R1 square plus 80 R1 is equal to minus 1600 is equal to 0. I am taking this towards the left. Okay, so it will become minus 1600. So now this has become a quadratic equation. I will multiply it with minus 1. So it becomes R1 square minus 80 R1 plus 1600 equal to 0. This method you are having in your maths. If you haven't completed it, you may listen here. You have to multiply both sides with minus 1. Multiply with minus 1. For what purpose? To get rid of this minus. Minus 1 into minus 1, it will become plus. Plus into minus, it will become minus. Minus into minus, it will become plus. Okay, so this has to be solved. Okay, so there is a number whose sum is minus 80. Okay, whose sum is minus 80 and product is 1600. Okay, you have to get a number whose sum is minus 80 and product is 1600. You have a diamond method like this, you do. Okay, so here 40 and 40 are the two numbers, so it will become r1 square minus 40 r1 minus 40 r1 plus 1600 equal to 0. Now I am taking these two. Okay, this is a method which you have in your maths textbook. If you have finished, okay, otherwise you may do this for the time being. So this becomes r1 is common here, so it will become r1 minus 40 minus, here 40 is common, so 40 into r1 minus 40, that will be 0. That means r1 minus 40 into r1 minus 40 is equal to 0. Okay, so if r1 minus 40 is equal to 0, if r1 minus 40 is equal to 0, what will be r1? r1 is equal to 40. Okay, r1 will be equal to 40 ohms. But we know that r1 plus r2, we know that r1 plus r2 is equal to 80. That is, we got r1 as 40, 40 plus r2 is equal to 80. Therefore, r2 will be equal to 80 minus 40, that will be equal to 40 ohms. So, r1 is 40 ohms and r2 is 40 ohms. Okay, this is how you get the answer. This is the method to do it. Okay, if you don't know it, I think you had studied it in your 8th standard also. You may revise this part, okay, about quadratic equations and study. Now you may copy this in your notebook. Now the last question. If a charge of 420 coulomb flows through a conducting wire in 5 minutes, what is the value of the current? Okay, so they have given the charge as 420 coulomb and the time as 5 minutes, that we have to convert into seconds. So 5 into 60, that is 300 seconds. We know the equation to find I is equal to Q upon T. So the equation 420 upon 300. So 0 gets cancelled. This you can cancel it by 6. It becomes 7 upon 5. Okay. So 7 upon 5, it will become 1.4 ampere. Okay, this is the answer. So we have finished with the exercise also. So this is the end of chapter 3. Okay, you may go through the textbook and study thoroughly. Okay, thank you.